New from Vinegar Syndrome is Dark Tower, a movie that stars the always wonderful Michael Moriarty. God damn, he's great. And the equally brilliant Jenny Agutter, and in a surprise performance, someone I didn't expect in the movie, Kevin McCarthy. And this is a tale all about a tower block that is seemingly haunted. We meet Jenny Agutter at the start, who is playing Caroline Page. She is someone who was involved with the building of this building, and she is starting to experience some supernatural behaviour. At the start of the movie, we're introduced to a window cleaner who is having some kind of weird thing happen to him and falls to his death. And we are introduced to security consultant Dennis Randall, played by Michael Moriarty, who doesn't really seem to have any kind of authority, but is there anyway to make sure the building is safe and secure. And as he slowly investigates, start to realise that there is things going bump in this building in the rather spooky nature. The film starts off strong. You know, you get Michael Moriarty, you get Jenny Agutter, two good actors. You get the somewhat familiar premise that reminded me of an old X-Files episode, and it kind of goes into this funk in the middle of the movie, this long drawn out slog where everybody seems to be taking the movie a little bit too seriously. Even Moriarty, who with his smirk and his dry delivery brightens things a little but never really brings the movie fully to life, and it's kind of pedestrian in the way it moves along. That middle third is a real slog to get through. Fortunately, the finale is rather rewarding and fun, but it feels as if it's a low budget movie where they've spent most of their money on the cast. There are reused shots of an elevator going up and down a lift shaft that's used countless times for an elongated period of time. We quite often have camera shots of machinery just doing what machinery does, but with an ominous music track played over it to make us believe that something may possibly be happening. The twists and turns and revelations within this story are forecast from the very beginning and don't really come as a surprise to anybody. And ultimately, it's a movie that's a little bit average, a little bit generic. Even within these kinds of movies, it does nothing to elevate itself above the rest. I had such great hopes, especially with Moriarty and with Agutter, and then with the inclusion of McCarthy, that there was going to be more to this. Not to say that it's dull, there are some points where it's elevated to rather fun or interesting in certain points, but it's never sustained and never driven all the way through the movie. It's lit like a cheap TV movie as well, and it feels as if it doesn't have enough of that atmosphere, the thrills and the horror that it should have. The final third, however, is really fun, and I liked how that played out. I liked the practical effects, the atmosphere that was created there, but by that point it felt like a little too little, too late. Dark Tower is one that I don't really envisage going back to at any point. Don't get me wrong, you never say never. I could maybe see me throwing it on one time when somebody was over and wanted to have a chat and have something on in the background. Is one of those kind of movies where you can tune in and out to the parts that are really interesting. Yeah, that's it. What was your thoughts on Dark Tower? Let me know in the comment box below, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.